Hello, everybody. Welcome to Miss Philly's episode 3, or is this episode 4? I can't remember. It's the podcast. I just need to preface this podcast with today has been the worst day of my life. Well, one of them. Well, so far, of recent memory. Today has just been one ordeal after the other. And it's been ongoing all day. But the cherry on top, the 10-foot cheesecake, was finding feces in the Coach bag that I thrifted in my last video. Yes, feces in the bag. And the thing is, let's get into the story. So I went thrifting. I guess when this video goes live, it would have been a day or two ago. And I found this gray Coach bag. I believe it was in the last vlog. And it was nice. It was $19.99. It was the gray one. It was nice. And there was some wear on it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Bought it, brought it home. I even hauled it in a sit-down video. I don't know if that would be up by now, or it might be up after this podcast. But nothing out of the ordinary was with the bag. I looked inside the bag and there was some dark areas around the trim and a little bit of stainage inside, like brown stainage. But I've dealt with that kind of issue before with no problem. Detergent gets it out right away. So I start washing the bag and it seems like everything was fine. The stainage came out. I hung it to dry. I went to go check on the bag a couple hours later and I looked at it and the stain got worse. There was like a bigger brown stain and I was wondering, what is this? So I brought it into the light, like direct light. And I'm like, what is this stain? And it looks like it multiplied in size. So I grabbed the detergent, start washing it in my sink and washing it and start wringing it out. And just this brown water starts coming out of the bag. And I'm like, what is this? There was no smell to it. There was nothing. It just was brown. And I thought maybe it was Coke or like soda or coffee or something like that. So I keep washing. And it just keeps wringing out brown water. I start looking, and the thing is about the bag, it has 3 compartments. So I wasn't sure where the stain was coming from because I looked in each pocket and there was nothing. The first compartment, nothing. The middle zip compartment, nothing. The third compartment, nothing. I'm like, where is the stain coming from? And I can't smell anything. There was no smell at all. So I start washing, and it just kept coming, and to the point where it was kind of diluted. Like it was still brown water, but it was kind of diluted. So I started examining the bag more. I'm really puzzled. Where is this brown stuff coming from? I look inside the pockets, like the smaller pockets, and there was nothing. And I was like, okay, whatever. But then the other pocket, after that, I continued washing again, and there was still no sign of the brown stain, brown water coming out. So I look again into the small pocket. There was a slit in it. And I start picking at it with my finger, and feces wrapped in gauze material. And I'm like, oh my God. And the thing is, it didn't smell. Like I don't understand how the feces just didn't smell. Either it was really old or I don't know what, but it was there, like inside of the pocket, there was a slit. So I guess it's inside of the lining of the bag. And how does that even get in there? I don't even understand. It's like, this is puzzling to me. This is weird. Like maybe like some guy or some girl, probably a girl, wanted to get back at her friend and slit her bag and put feces inside the lining of her bag. Like, how does that even happen? Oh my God. I was just so mortified. I literally just finished washing my hands. Literally, I washed my hands for 10 minutes and then I doused it in antibacterial disinfectant, and then I splashed alcohol and isopropyl all over it. I'm like, I need my fingers and my hands to be disinfected. It was disgusting. Like, I'm still kind of at shock. And the thing is, my day has been so crappy all day. Like one one ordeal after another. This just tops it off, and I'm just kind of over the day today. And the funny thing is, I was watching The Secret a few weeks ago, and it was saying how, have you ever had one of those days where you're negative and then one thing happens and another problem happens, and it's just like a snowball effect, one thing after another? That's exactly how today was. It was like one ordeal, another ordeal, third ordeal, fourth ordeal. Like literally, I'm about to like scream at the top of my lungs. Like, wow. Like, praise you, Jesus, but you're kind of testing me today, but I will keep my head up and remain optimistic and be positive, because these are tests, and I don't want to get all preachy, Bible thumpy with you guys, because I'm so not like that. I'm not even religious, but, you know, my source energy is God. I'm not a practicing Christian or Catholic, but I still believe in God. That's what I was raised as, but I'm not here to preach about that. But he is testing me so motherfucking good today. But you know what? I know you got me. I know you got me, Jesus. Okay. I know after this shitstorm, literally, you are going to show me the light. Okay. Praise Jesus. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys my ordeal today, and that when dealing with stains in bags, wear some gloves. I mean, thank goodness I don't have any breaks in my skin. I could have gotten an infection or something, or who knows what kind of disease or whatever. But thank goodness I've learned my lesson. Wear gloves when dealing with stains in bags, because you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know who owned it. You don't know what kind of thing they have. It's just one of the procedures, one of the steps that you should take when dealing with this kind of business. And you know what? I'm not going to blame Value Village Savers for what they do. You know, they're a donation center. They can't control through the thousands of pieces that they get in every day. They can't control what they get. I mean, if there was a smell, yes, they'll probably would have thrown it away, but there was no smell. I smelled nothing, like literally nothing. So that shit has been sitting there for a while. It is just something I've never thought I would come across. But I mean, doing this for 6 years, I was bound to come across something shocking and surprising, because I've never come across something like this before. The most kind of issue I've ever had finding something in a bag was, I guess, no, nothing. I can't even think of anything. So to be honest, this is the first issue that I've had to deal with, that I've had to deal with regarding this kind of incident. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. I wanted to actually make a sit-down video regarding this, but I did not want to show you the remnants of whatever. I mean, nobody wants to see that on their screen, and plus, the video might get flagged, so I figured a podcast might be the perfect opportunity to share this story with you. And if you are a thrifter, I know a lot of thrifters who go to the bins, they use gloves to go through all the merchandise, because you don't know what you're touching. You know, everything is dirty, and you don't know what you might contract. But even just regular thrifting, even thrifting for yourself, when you find something, wash it. I go through all my bags that I buy and resell. I also make sure that it's washed, or as much as I can, cleaned. It's just common courtesy when you're reselling and providing an item to somebody. But yeah, don't worry, I've washed my hands, I've disinfected my sink and everything, and that bag is going to the trash. So thank you guys for joining me today on today's podcast. It's a little bit short, but I just wanted to share my story with you, and hopefully you walk away and learn something. I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Take care.